obviously for unidentified entertainment purposes only. Obviously. So the name of this one will be Kum Kum Apothakary, where we are able to look at um, true Kamatstri, um, suggestions, integrations for the manual, um, herbal profiles. Moringa include dose ranges. An example: leaf powder 2 to 5 grams per day. Um, contraindications and root risks. Um, or oregano. Uh, differentiate between culinary leaf versus essential oil. Details safe dilution and topical use. RSO section document legal status. THC strengthens or strengths cautionary guidelines. Known risks and lack of proven cancer efficiency. Presents and anecdotes clearly as such, not as validated protocols. Um, Endocannabinology section introduce the Knox family, define endocannabinology, explain THC, CBD, balance whole food, synergy, health, equity framework, share references to Dr. Knox's TED Talks, TEDx talk, and policy advocacy roles. Since I've looked at like a lot of her work extensively, she does really good. I like the fact that she goes into the history of cannabis, the slavery history on soil, and other uses that they use cannabis for, because those people didn't know anything about the shit. Mystical, unverified claims, clearly labeled Dr. Sebi's diet and Aki awakening content as traditional, anecdotal, and speculative with disclaimers. Now, since I went through ChatGPT on some of this stuff, I know that Yaki Awakening knows what the fuck he's talking about. I know Dr. Sebi to certain degrees of things that he talked about. He does know what he's talking about. Dr. Rachel Knox definitely knows what the fuck she's talking about. And I only wanted to do some of this stuff because of certain shit that I went through and other people have gone through to be like, okay, I could testify to a lot of these things. Studying Rick Simmons and Rick Simpson or Simmons oil. Only thing about the alcohol thing that I don't like is because the alcohol kind of like takes away from the nutrients a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And to some degrees, a lot. Like I got a tincture. It's a herbal tincture, but it tastes like it's fucking Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be like, "Oh, that makes it. It will pull certain nutrients, but sometimes it'll pull the nutrients to the point where it's like it's straight alcohol based tincture." You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to just taste like fucking alcohol. And a lot of these stores, even the Whole Food stores, will do that shit. Where it's like it tastes like it's not supposed to taste like straight alcohol like that. That's a problem. You're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? You only need enough because alcohol can be a preservative, yeah, antiseptic, and so on and so forth. But it shouldn't overpower the actual plant. You know what I'm saying? And take out that nutrients because it's like getting fucking fucked up with alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get fucked up, but what does that shit actually do to your body? You know what I'm saying? You have too much and shit. So that's why we use oils. When I really stopped using alcohol, um, I would use like apple cider vinegar because it does just the same it does the same thing as alcohol does, but it also adds in extra nutrients to the tincture at the same time. And not only that, like you let it sit long enough with that, I mean, it preserves it, but you just keep more of the nutrients um in there. But there's also ways that you can enhance those oils too. Um some of the same technologies I was talking about earlier, like if you're dealing with the answer, if you will, with the big C, you want to go on a parasite cleanse. You know what I'm saying? You want to deworm, but you also want to do a heavy metal detox. You know what I'm saying? Because heavy metal is like poisoning from it's a um it's a mineral intoxication, if you will. Too much mineral count, like too much iron and shit. Like you got a lot of people that be pumping up a lot of iron, but you don't never hear them talking about copper. You know what I'm saying? Copper, let's say let's look up something real quick. Bing fucking bang. Shout out to Beam Out. Shout out to Beam Out. Bing fucking bang. Right fucking now. Uh so boop boop dee boop 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 dee boop dee boop boop. Copper obviously is a conductor too, so copper bringing forth energy, revitalization of the body, electrolytes, so on and so forth. I got a copper bottle that I drink out of, and in my copper bottle, I can put a rose in there. I put a piece of shungite in there, and I put like some rose quartz in there, and you could let that sit in the sun for a while, let everything activate the way it need to act. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, you're getting you're supercharging your water. Long story short, you know what I'm saying, you're drinking like a super mineral water with the benefits of the rose and the benefits of the shungite at the same time. I really hear bing bang bang bing bang bang bing bang. So let's say I pop up right here, right? Um, Show me the benefits of rose, shungite, rose quartz, copper, and what that does for the body if you drink all that in your water and adding lime to it, what it can do to your body for a healing aid. Bing motherfucking bong, nigga, bing, 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 motherfucking bong. So some of the items you listed are commonly used in wellness traditions, but it's important to say, I mean, I goddamn don't like you, nigga. Anyways. Um, butterfly, butterfly PT, which is blue, which is fucking awesome. That is fucking phenomenal too. So potential benefits contains antioxidants called polyphenols. You may have mild anti-inflammatory properties traditionally used to support digestion. This is rose. Rose tea may help with relaxation and hydration, which it does. If you have rose, like I said, rose water with the whole roses, and you squeezing some lime in there, that's electrolyte right there, and it will give you energy. Um, can provide small amounts of vitamin C. So generally safe when consumed as food grade rose petals or rose water. I would say genuinely safe when you take it from nature because then you're gonna get the actual nutrients intake levels that you actually fucking need. Source of vitamin C, supports collagen production, helps maintain immune system function, may aid hydration because it encourages drinking more water, contains antioxidants such as flavonoids, and then you do the math of adding marijuana into that, cannabinoids, flavonoids, so on and so forth. Frequent exposure to acidic citrus or contribute to tooth erosion. Copper is an essential trace mineral. Your body uses copper for red blood cell formation, energy production, connective tissue formation, nervous system function. Um, Drinking water with excessive copper can be harmful. Too much copper may cause nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, liver damage, or kidney problems. Modern medicine does not recommend adding copper supplements to water because modern medicine is not fucking medicine. It's dumb shit. But hey, what do I know for entertainment? I'm just making movies. I'm just making movies. Rose quartz associated with emotional healing, compassion, love, and stress reduce. Rose quartz primarily silicon dioxide if used decorative around water. Container generally considered energetic or spiritual practice rather than medically established one. Um, Shungite. water purification, detoxification, protection from electromagnetic fields are that harmful, like ELF waves, 5G, 4G, 7G, so on and so forth. Low frequency hertz ELF waves. Limited evidence exists for some filtration uses of carbon containing shungite materials. That is a lie. There's no string of clinical. This is why I don't fuck around with certain platforms because I, don't, I like I have other shit that goes further into that, but um, long story short, hydration from the water, vitamin C and antioxidants from the lime, antioxidants from food grade rose petals. You can also use lime if you eat a lot of corn and shit. That'll break down like all the components of the corn and stuff, so it's easier to digest too. That's why one thing like Mexicans always got fucking limes with their Mexican food. Um, let me see, Johnny. Let me fucking see that shit. Ba 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 da ba da. So, um, but you can go on YouTube for a lot of that shit. Like speaking of shungite, oh shit, son. And, and shungite is easy to clear too. You technically just need water, but you could activate it. You could activate it. Different ways that you activate certain stones. Um, I have multiple levels of activating certain stones and then clearing them at the same time. Because a lot of people just buy gemstones, but they don't ever clear them. They don't ever like activate them the way they're supposed to be activated, which might be a good thing that most people don't know how to do that shit. Because everybody's mindset ain't right. So, but um, there's many Indian shamanism. Mineral properties breakdown. That's not it. Indian shamanism. All right, that's not the right one. Yep. So we got with this stuff like you could say mantra architectures, mudra geometry, language, civilization, memory layers that ascend to light entries, so on and so forth. I don't even want to do all that. Trying to go back so I could see. Um, Hakuna Matata. Oh, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Excuse me. Ain't no passing phrase. Sitting your name. Ooh, all belongs to Hakuna Matata. Ha 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 ha. Hakuna Matata. Yaku. I don't like that one. That one does not. I don't like that one. I don't like you. I don't like you. Nope. Like I don't like you. Nope. Oh, that's some bullshit though. That ain't cool, man. That's messed up, bro. There goes that. Um. All right. So There. Yeah, I would like to have that, wouldn't I? I would like to do that, wouldn't I? Yeah, why not? Son of a bitch. Son of a biscuit. Um, but I would definitely suggest going to study like Dr. Sabi, Rachel Knox, Yaki Awakening, um, so far and so forth, because you're gonna get a lot of good things. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the fuck that is, but okay. It's like, I don't even know what that even is right now. You know what I mean? Um, where we went to. Um, so yeah, like even drinking lemon water. Out here in this beautiful sun. Excuse me. Bro, I'm not even doing anything. What do you mean asking too many limited questions? I'm not even doing anything. It's me, PT. Come on, man. Are you serious right now? Oh yeah, see, we ain't doing that. I don't like that. I don't see. I don't know what that is. I don't like that, Spurs. Baru Yawa. Baru Mayawa. Um, but yeah. Uh, I'm not even asking you. Please wait a few minutes. I'm not even doing anything. What are you talking about? I don't like shit like this. You're making too many requests. I'm not even doing anything. What are you talking about? Like, what are you even talking about right now? Um, but anyway, I do digress. Um, blah, la, 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 blah, la, 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 la. I don't know if I want to do that. Um, Joshikage. Jo. Joshikage. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Nighttime. Joshikage. Yeah, Giga. Yeah, Giga. They need to put a thing on here where you can hear, you can do lives and shit like that. And you can play what you doing on the live and hear it and shit like that. I need more too. This is suddenly what the fuck? Yeah. Um Koramaya's Master Civilization Codex. Um Ta Hawaii, Hawaii. Is the one that I wanted to do. Is this the one I wanted to do? Hey, is this the one? Is this the one I wanted to do? Baru Yahweh. So we'll say Yahuruha Ram. Yahuruha Ram Ya. Divine spirit activation. Yahuruha Ram. Allah. Kukul. Kan Yahu Kukum. Tutukum ya. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Allah Yahuwah. Alright, Snickle. Alright, Snickle. Alright, Snickle. Alright. Governance. Amir. Allah Yahuwah. Amir Sultani. Wazir. Qadi. Hukum. Ya. Torah. Estado. Nizam. Dewan. Baraka. Hatim, and Shura, meaning the leader, the ruler force, advisor of the judge, Yahweh, Hukum, the law of the Torah, okay, Nizam, and the system of the Nakom and Nabia, priests, prophets, and Dewan of the council, and Baraka, blessing authority, or Baruch, and Hatim, which is the seal, and Shura of the assembly, the congregation, right? Um, as Madu Nature or Madu Nut, Nature Nut, Madu Nature Nut, yeah. Um, so in placement of geographical location of Apu, Yaku, and Sashe or Sasha, meaning the mountain spirit in water and tree, or you could say Wata, in a tree, right? Miliki, the ancestor tree, and Inti, which is the sun, Inti, Kila, moon, Wera or Ruwa, which is the wind, the breath, Nina, fire or fur, Amaru, which represent Kundalini, energy or Draco Khan, the Dragon King energy, which is obviously Kukul Kan Yahweh, the feather covered one, or Kukulkan uh, uh, Dracunia, the feather covered king dragon, yeah, or the feather covered dragon king. So Kukul Dracon Khan, yeah, Kukul Dracon Khan, Yahweh. Um, which is the Kundalini energy, which goes up to the what you call the tree of life, the stem, the spinal system that goes into your central nervous system and branches out right into all your nerve branches and stuff like that, and going into your third eye, the pineal or the pine cone, the base of pineal, and or the eye of Horus. Okay, the eye of Horus. All right, so chakra alignment system um of the Wazi, the Pampa, um, the Puente, the Barco, and this is La Ave. What the fuck was going on with that? But okay. Let me go back for okay. So this is Wazi, which is the house, the Pampa, the land, okay, and the bridge, the Puente, and the Barco, the ship, the vessel, right? The ship, the vessel, the temple, the Markaba, the or the Taurus Markaba. In other words, your Taurus field, right? Your auric field, of your light body, your light ship, your spaceship. Okay. In other words, why they say to worship. You know what I'm saying? This is the vessel. This is the spaceship. This is the suit. You know what I'm saying? Um, when it's out of alignment, that's when you get altered carbon. In other words, 666 in a depleted lack of nutrition of protons, neurons, and electrons among a fucked up pH level, which is I think is supposed to be like at least 7.0, 7.5 to be, healthy and stuff like that. Which if your cooter smell like a bad pooter, you need to get your shit straight. Long story short, because this will help the qalb, the ruah. This will get you from laki to kosei, meaning from sorrow to joy. It'll help your heart, your ruah, right? It's the sapti Yahweh, sapti Yahweh, the defense of my Yahweh, my breath giver, primordial breath, activation of life. You know what I'm saying? It'll keep you from ira, which is anger, um, and dealing with sambra. So let's say um, the Yuye Mune or the Mune Yuye Sombra, which is dealing with the memory of desires of the shadow self or the desired memory of your shadow self. In other words, dealing with inner childhood trauma, which is why we have dissolving fear-based trauma programming system to help in tapping into your inner distracted self, your inner child, you know what I'm saying, so that you can really unlock your development and do yourself some justice and really be in tune into the beauty of nature. Okay. Um uh so you can stay focused, long story short. Um I don't know if I want to do that one right now. And I feel like it went way too far. Uh so Apurua, does the mountain spirit speak? Um, so the Ruah flow meninti wayaku, the spirit flows from sun and water. True that. Um, so Abyahua, um, Sayaktub, uh, Huk di Surah Ruah. He will write the law of the spirit council, right? And this is literally a spirit council. This is like Genesis chapter 2. You know what I'm saying? And you see why as you transition to people who've been through that. So they Lelyuma Paksha, night and day, silence of a homeland world, to steal the mind, to steal the body, to bring shalom into the land, right? Um, you therefore people won't be um pay Amir Wak Min Pampa Kalb Heavy Shadoa. So leaders won't be leaders that walk from the plains with heavy hearts, hearts with heavy with shadows. You know what I'm saying? Yaku carry memory dial yuyai spoken. Water carries memory of all thoughts spoken. So this is a little bit more complex system that I chose to go into according to my maktab for my kutub. Um, and uh, Katburua, Katbura, Kat, Kabrua, excuse me, Kabrua. So, in other words, from my office, the maktab, um, as a katib, a writer to katab, write on the kitab, which is the book, or the kutub, the books um, of the Katrua. the sacred writings, right? And this again goes into studying ancient Maya, Ivri, uh, the original Aryan and Arabian peoples, which is melanated peoples, um, and goes into the Yaktub Shar, the Yaktub Shar Sa Rikuyu Yinti. Did I did Riku? Excuse me, Riku Yinti. Sa Riku Yinti. So Yaktub Shar Sa Riku Yinti. What up, Squirrel? Um, because it's not doing any justice not learning the shit that we need to learn. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is fucking annoying as fuck. Having a bunch of spiritual people who sound spiritual but don't know how to use the technology as spirituality, reality. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, this is how Dovural Shalemar, Dovural Shalemar, the united people gather in Shalom. Okay? Yeah, yeah. Dovural Shalemar, yeah. Dovural Shalemar. Yeah, 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 yeah. To Yahweh. And this is related to the Nuralek being enlightened at the light of the eyes, or the eyes of the light of the body, right? The Nuralek, to be in the eternal flame, right? To be in alignment, not out of alignment. This is the Kivu Ramel, the spirit sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? So the Rua Kivu Ramel. Ya Rua Kivu Ramel. Okay. Primordial breath of life and activation of Ya Kivu Ramel. Ya the Rua, the Ya Rua Kivu Ramel. Okay. And spirit and breath of the spirit sanctuary. Hala Hawa. The Othurakal, the holy gateway. All right. Um, Baru, excuse me, Baru, Bahuramel, excuse me, Bahuramel, the wind sanctuary. Because everybody, you want to represent. Should have put. It says Oramel or Shama. I say to represent the Shamaim, right? Um, and as a Dora Melin, I definitely want to help people be in Marathar of Yahweh, the flowing stream of the Most High Yah, right? I don't want to uh because if you don't, you got to part Navurath. You have a lot of people who don't want to listen to certain peoples, not realizing they are Korazar, the law speaker. Okay, we are Dazurim, echo spirits. We echo, reverberate what the Most High Yah gives us to speak. Barak Elim, the children of lightning, right? On Oremath, the star path, okay, as those of his of those of his sage who pay sage saga sages, you know what I'm saying, who have been given the authority to command what the Most High Yah has given to command. Because when you study and you go into the ancient traditions and stuff, it's the priesthood that were healing people. It was the priesthood that were doing the shaman ceremonies and so on and so forth. But they had certain rights that other people were not. It was not for them because they were commissioned by the Most High. He trained them in that Zora Lake. You know what I'm saying? So activated enlightenment. This is the Ashuram. Okay, this is the true form of Eastern fire. Okay, Eastern fire, Eastern medicine is also found here in what we call the West or Zibola, the underworld, in the land of Maya, Turtle Island, Amek Shem. Okay, or Iopan, Kopan, uh, Mizraim, Nubia. Okay, Tartar, portion of that Atlantis. Okay, a portion of Sumeria. Okay, this is the motherland, and being familiar with the motherland, Galetar, and language, ebonics, esoterics, phonesis, phronesis, so on and so forth. You want to have these things flowing as as help for your spiritual warfare when it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessary to warfare all the time. And we talk about our Omorim, you know, which is the Ashikivar or Ashkivar, excuse me. Omorim Ashkivar, um, and Yasharim. Okay. To many people, this is Raske. But you know what I'm saying, dealing with the sacred mysteries of the prayer tribes and the ancestors' sacred choir and the flowing waters. You know what I'm saying, Karalim, in order to get Baruth or to really get that nourishment, sitting in the presence of the Most High in nature is necessary. This is literally Madu nature. You know what I'm saying? You learn and observe from nature of things, people, so on and so forth. Let it come forth and shine even brighter, yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is what it represents to go into Azareth. You know what I'm saying? The golden city. If we're gonna go to Golgotha, the place of the skull and this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? Decrystallizing your pineal gland and detoxing, you know what I'm saying, by also going into your endocannabinoid system, which is the system that regulates all the systems of the body, then you could deal with your mood levels and mood swings and hormones and stuff, serotonin and melatonin, getting certain types of rest that's needed. Times, watch how nature naps. You know what I'm saying? Watch when they work, watch when they eat. We should be mimicking the wisdom of the Most High and living in it as a lifestyle. It's not natural to be on a 9 to 5 all the time and your body hurting and fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Foods and shit that's all kinds of poisons of all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? It is a little bit difficult to deal with certain stuff because you got to deal with the aerosols. You have to deal with the GTs, the G towers. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to deal with children and husbands and wives and all kind of stuff. But this is one reason why so many people are going off grid, because once you realize what you're really doing to yourself, it's a totally different situation. It's a totally different situation. You know what I'm saying? So that health is wealth is a reality. You know what I'm saying? Um, what the fuck? It is necessary, bro. Like it really, really is. And don't let people sit there and try to tell you otherwise, because a lot of people don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I can speak as much as I want. Side note. Um, so where are you? So if you also want to start learning like your native tongues and stuff like that, pre-colonial, Rakum. Rakum, Atenvel, uh, Keprax, Saren, Merokai, Dahim, Arozel, Nefrakai, Rashin, Hatim, Atenrach, Savalum, Parawash, Raketh, Halawaya, uh, Arumen, Karuel, Setakai, Ravel, Atenshi, Nafarash. Okay, you want to burn away the weaknesses of disobedience and disrespect towards the Most High. Jeremiah 29. I'm not going to quote that. Go read it. Isaiah, Isaiah 58 come to mind. Thank you, God, through 60. You know what I'm saying? Job, right? Let's go to Daniel 2. Why is all this? Thank you, yeah. Daniel 2. You know what I'm saying? Shalom. Proverbs 22 and 18. You know what I'm saying? It is witchcraft to go against this nature, against this law, against this order. If you call yourself a prophet or a priest and you're not guiding people into the healing formations that Yah has summoned us to help aid and heal our people, it is witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing with the technology that he's giving? You know what I'm saying, to people to help people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I got it all together, so don't ever get me wrong with that. But I want to flow with Atinvel, the radiant flow of light. You know what I'm saying? I wanna raccoon rise with power. You know what I'm saying? Transform through motion and be in line with protection Sabti that surrounds Yahuwah Rafa Yahuwah Nisi Yahuwah Misabti, protection that surrounds. You know what I'm saying? That's Atinvel Keprax Saren. You know what I'm saying? The heart is awakening energy, the Kundalini alignment. You know what I'm saying? Meru Kai. We can't just sit there talking about Kundalini awakening, third eye, and neglect all these other um autonomy of anatomy in the cosmology of the makeup of our anatomy, our being, our vessel, our temple. You know what I'm saying? Light body, starship, starfort, and Merkaba and all this stuff, and not realize how it's supposed to operate. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to walk around like with fucking engines muttering and sputtering and farting out black smoke and popping at people because we don't fucking got your pipes right. You know what I'm saying? That is literally Marokai. That is having a heart awakened with energy of the Most High Yah as the energy He is. And Rizelt was saying in that clarity, in a prophetic state of being, Neferkai. You know what I'm saying? With solar vision, Rashin, seal of the sacred fire, which is the Haruah, Hakodesh, Yahuwah, the Katim. You know what I'm saying? The sun force protection, Atan Rach. You know what I'm saying? The light shields, the vessels, Savulim. You know what I'm saying? To that weakness and all that shit that's not helping people is burnt away, like the rising phoenix. You know what I'm saying? And a command with radiance, Raketh. Raketh. I want my healing. So I go get it. If I'm working, I work to go get my healing. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a right to have the healing. Baru Yahweh. So um it's very good information. Okay. Tunaya, flow freely, the water flow, adaptation, adaptive movement, the Velshi, right? Um, and that's where Mazeru, the depth of perception, awakens, higher, greater enlightenment, right? Harmonized mood Valkai, the calmness, the shalom that restores the power and healing through flow, right? Oceanic strength, okay? That is Valkai Sherin Nahim Malvel Yazen, precision in motion, swift redirection, and Tuya, dipping and dodging away from this whole ass, wicked ass, whatever you want to call that shit, rebellious ass system of Verash, right? Through Yahuwah Ruach HaKodesh, the Natem, okay? The Shekai, because then you get emotional clarity. And then the Ruach is like regurgitating. It's the Taurus field. It's not Elum. Velkor, Mashi, Nakum, in agreement with Yah. That is Tao Kum. Tao Kum belongs to Yahweh. That is true Sakoru, guidance from the true ancestors. The Ketaru, ancestral awareness, and Drakem, of blood, where your blood remembers, the Akashic records, right? And this is where the Drakai power of your bloodline comes forth. Kerash, the ancient forces, rises, right? And that is all Yahweh Ta'ala, Yah, Drakor, and Yusakum, Dramen, Keash, and Shalom, Bokemu, Mikopokea, and Wege Balo Kwahim, Mumutu, Misiwata Sihwatetio Purok, Misati, Miefe Yawo, if it's son, if it's son, Abum Diki. You know what I'm saying? And Odeki Iko, Odeki Nibi Arabia, and Wege Magari, Mine Webo Kemu, Mumutu, Yawa, Kupokea, Bikara. And that is the Temya, Savel, and Mi Jakai, right? To align with Yah and agree with Yah, remaining in light, enlightened, right? You don't want to be without stability and new, okay? Ignu, yeah, because there's truth in that, okay? So you want to do yourself some service and really love on yourself, really adore yourself. You know what I'm saying? Kum kum. Um. Uh. So. Uh. Loavel lakim drakim shakai. Okay, the spirit flow, healing, blood, restore, stabilize. You know what I'm saying? Now on command mode, Dar el Shakum Ravel Azarkai. All right, Yahweh, and that's where Hadarek Mikola and Zimali Mikola Yohua Misapti. Okay, where's your heart at? Where's your mind at? Huh? Where is the fluidity of what we're doing around these parts and such and such? You know what I mean? Because everybody don't give a fuck about what you got to say about your healing. You must be responsible for that type stuff. What the fuck is actually going on with my stuff right now? But okay. Because if you don't, like, you just asking for trouble for yourself. Long story short, and I'm pretty sure that all of us, in a lot of ways, are tired of going through fucking trouble all the fucking time. I know I am. That shit fucking sucks because they're not gonna make shit easier for us out here. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to. And a lot of y'all are gonna have to get comfortable with living off the land. You're just gonna have to learn to do it. You're gonna have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable in situations that you gotta get used to, especially if you call yourself a people of God or Yah out there, like a lot of people do. And a lot of people, a lot of them don't realize what that really means, but they're gonna be quick. Oh shit! I did not know what just happened. They're gonna be quick to sit there and judge and assume off of somebody when it comes to how they talk, when it comes to the Most High. But it's like, bruh, what prophets you ain't know, what prophets you know ain't what that wasn't about to smoke. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean smoke. I mean like everything ain't gonna be flowery for people to be, oh please, da da da. Niggas is out here losing their lives because their health is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Their mind is fucked up. When your mind gets fucked up, your health gets fucked up. You ain't gotta have a fucked up mind to get fucked up healthy. You just have to have a lack of nourishment and nutrients in a way to get that. I have family members who have been going through stuff that is like I really want to be able to do something about that, and I can't. I'm not able to reach some who actually really deserve that help. Because even if you family or relative, um it doesn't mean that you deserve that type of help. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is look how some people who call themselves family and stuff do each other. You know what I'm saying? How you family, but you sitting there trying to kill somebody, hurt somebody, and you know what I'm saying, fuck over their life and stuff and their family. That's not love, bro. That's arrogance and ignorance, and you know what the fuck you doing. You know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? And the problem with that is you don't know the Most High Yah, and you never actually healed from trauma. You got to go through a lot of trauma therapy, do that shadow work, and most people lazy as all shit. They don't want to do that shit. They don't want to do that shit because it requires you to go out of your way to do something other than what the fuck you're actually doing that is fucking your life up. And a lot of people will call that karma or judgment or, you know, that shit come back to your ass real quick. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if you don't know what you, like I said, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do or making an effort, people tearing up the earth and shit. And it's like, dog, stop doing that shit. That does affect your health. It does affect your bloodlines. You know what I'm saying? It does affect a lot of shit. And a lot of people they don't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? How many people have lost their lives because motherfuckers not taking shit serious? And then they want to sit there and say something. All Hakuna they want to sit there and say that you wrong or this and that and like nigga you how you know what I'm saying, like how do you not see what the fuck that you doing is so fucking goddamn detrimental to yourself, your mental health, you know what I'm saying? And then you go on generation to generation to generation. And literally, if you hear what I'm saying, it literally goes into a degeneration from generation to generation. Motherfuckers stop living longer and healthier. You know what I'm saying? And full. That's literally an abundant life. That is literally living the promises of the Most High Yah in the land that He has promised you. And you must know where your land is. You must know where your territory is. You feel me? That's another thing that got people fucked up going on out here. And people sitting there, all politics this and politics that. Nigga, fuck that shit. The reason why they're fucked up is because you on land that don't belong to you, and all the bloodshed and all the bad shit that was going on. Now you gotta you there's repercussions for that shit. Repentance is a turning away from that shit, seeking the will and the law of the Most High Yah, which He will speak, and he will speak to you, He will teach you, but He will speak to you and teach you through His children, His people too, His chosen people. Everybody is not a child or chosen people of the Most High Yah. That is a flat out reality, and a lot of people don't like that shit. I was sitting there talking to some brothers earlier, or with some brothers earlier, and too, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you got all these people who want to be prophets and saying they prophets. Like, you guys are not prophets, bro. The Most High picks prophets from His peoples, and His peoples are from North Central and South Americas. We're from all over the earth. We from Earth, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Migrating and traveling and so on and so forth. And some by trade routes, but a lot of people don't realize that even with them trade routes, you take some of His people through to slavery or whatever through that, then that becomes their land too. You don't have a right to it. And it's crazy because there's people out here there who really think that they do. And they don't. You know what I'm saying? The earth, the earth is created to be shared and all that stuff, but there are guardians of regions that are supposed to be there. That's why they call them watchmen, prophets. You know what I'm saying? The future seers, the ones to warn the people like, yo, this is what's about to happen. This is what could happen. You know what I'm saying? This is what you should do, and this is why. And the great delusion that people are in are these religions, this so-called Marine and Maritime Admiralty jurisdiction. They call it law system, which is straight lawlessness and disrespect for everything that is creation. And these people really greatly they rejoice at that shit. They're literally desperate for wicked, desperately wicked. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about your life or your existence. And when people really, really recognize that and identify it, well, that's really fucked up, and really are prepared in their minds to be like, I need to change. You want to go smoke so bad, you're gonna go get that shit, right? You're gonna find a way to go get you something to smoke. Whatever you smoking, you're gonna find a way. You're gonna if you drinking, you're gonna find a way to go get you drink. You want to go out to party, this, that, and the third, you're gonna find a way to get that done. You're gonna pull you some dollars, some change up. You know what I'm saying? Baruch move too. You're gonna do that shit. That's just real reality. If you're gonna watch a movie, you're gonna do that shit, right? If you're gonna go on social media, you're gonna get on social media, right? But how's about picking up the phone to go find you some to go find you some studies and some stuff, right? And study how to practice using it. Practice using it. A lot of people won't do that. It doesn't matter that a lot of people don't do it because there's a lot of people who do that, and they obviously identify with the value of what the Most High Yah is giving us as wisdom and guidance and instruction for life. You don't need religion to tell you this shit. Religion, if anything, was to help bring us some way in a direction where eventually we'd get let out of the confusion that everybody had been going through because niggas, everybody was confused. Everybody has been um subjected to or was subjected at one point in time or experienced MK Ultra. Everybody has in this earth. All creatures in some way have experienced that. But that again is when you have stuff like the Tignon laws, the Papal Bulls, the dumb diverses. Shut up, Satan. Baruch Yahuwah. The Papal Bulls, dumb diverses, Tignon laws, which goes directly into Psalm 83, Marine and Maritime Admiralty Jurisdiction. The Papal Bulls, which targeted our heritage, our tribes, our lands, the Smithsonian, the deforestation acts and stuff like that. You got these populations going on, this, that, and the third. I will say this: the Most High Yah is able to make an entire race of pale skinned people, and there also is a reality that many, if not all, pale skinned people are clones. Sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying? The Jacobite clone race. I say possible to have a whole albino race because if Noah, the description of Noah was an albino, so he was the first albino among an earth of melanated peoples, which would be the entire that would be the reality of that. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you have albino brown skinned people. So over time studying genetics, haplogroups, and subhaplogroups, thinking well too, you have mutations. Those are mutations, just like vitiligo, the patchy flesh with partial melanin and white, and so on and so forth. That is a mutation, a genetic mutation. So pale skin or albino people are a genetic mutation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to steer away from the thing where it's like all of them, because a lot of them, it's crazy how it seems. You know what I'm saying? It's like being lumped up into this one group of like, oh, we're all blah 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 blah. It's not to knock down on people. That is literally the creation that those people are dealing with. It is albinism. If you don't have melanated, you know what I'm saying, flesh, you're lacking melanin. May have brown skin hair, so you have or eyes and certain colors and stuff, so you have some sorts of melanin. See what I'm saying? Ones that are devoid, they were devoid of melanin. There's certain genetic factors that they have health problems. That is a reality. You know what I'm saying? We're not just dealing with mankind, and that's why people got to stop getting butthurt about the true genealogy and biochemistry, chemistry. Um, and that's just how I'm saying it. I'm not telling you guys, oh, this is how you're supposed to say it, just to let you know that. Um, but this is true. This is true anatomy. This is true genetics. You know what I'm saying? Go look at the subhaplogroups. People who got white eyes, silver eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, hazel, brown, orange, red, traces of burgundy, traces of lavender. You know what I'm saying? Um, the serpent eyes. We're not just dealing with mankind out here. It's maybe that's the reason why it's called mankind, because there's all kinds of man. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are not full-blooded mankind, and genetic wise. Some of them have canine DNA. Much of the albino race has canine DNA in them. You know what I'm saying? Like people, they're got all kind of shit on social media, and people coming up with some shit that people ain't never really ain't never really heard before. But how far are you really going back to that? If you study in the Lyrians, if you will, the cat people, nigga, Baas don't ring a bell somewhere in there. from Bas, and they made her Sekhmet, right? They literally demonized the feminine um beauty, right? That gleams from the nourishing wisdom of the Most High Yah, right? Um, you have the cedar, and you have the receiver and the womb, the incubator, right? The original incubator babies. You don't need artificial wombs and all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to fuck with people's organs and shit like that and their anatomy, so on and so forth. If people out there not having children, there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Turn it to the Most High Yah, he can make some shit happen. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't. I mean, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's you gotta really want to do that shit. You know what I mean? You gotta wanna do that shit, man. And you gotta wanna do it in a way that is that the key or ka, you will strengthen your life force, right? For your chakra alignment, that's your power levels, right? The transformations, the rising and standing in those transformation, right? The healing, right? That's how your light, your aura, your nura aura, okay? Is if people see your aura, your light, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know, you gotta get this shit down to like, okay, my body feel like this. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? It shouldn't be starch and shit all day. It shouldn't be fucking Play-Doh food all day. You know what I'm saying? So fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's your life in that? You know what I'm saying? You want raw food that overwhelms the synthetics. You got synthetic dreams. You got synthetic dream programming. Have I God said, you know what I'm saying? You have so-called prophets out there telling fake lies, and there's a lot of false prophets. And what I mean by false prophets is people who have deliberately taught us history backwards, all peoples in the earth. You know what I'm saying? And they are telling us we're from Africa. Nigga, we're not from Africa. We're from Turtle Island, Tamariland, land of Tamarindians, Tamarkans. You know what I'm saying? This is Atlantis, nigga. Atslan. You know what I'm saying? This is Lumaria, Sumeria. You know what I'm saying? This is Tartaria. This is Copan, Kachine. You know what I'm saying? Like this is this is land of Brahma. You know what I'm saying? Bara Brahma. As Nakom, as Tashid. You know what I'm saying? We have to be on point with many of the things that we're saying. You know what I'm saying? People keep saying, "Oh, we're divine souls." Nigga, divining is to take away from the vine. If you take berries away from the vine over time, what happens? Point. It proves it by itself without having to go into a religion. You just look what happens to the fruit. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you eat food and it go in the body, how long it's supposed to stay in the body? You know what I'm saying? So ya nuramika naga. You know what I'm saying? Kum kum tukum. Right? I want to be in alignment, right? I want to be in alignment with the wealth, the flow of wealth. You want to monetize the current so much, you want to observe it so much, but why do you slightly heal the daughter and in the Most High Yahuwah's people? You monitor so much. What you're monitoring is greed and a power and control issue. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers have suppressed knowledge like this for so long. You know what I'm saying? But many of them who seem to be the oppressors who suppress it so much, even though they're still oppressors, are only not even 1,000 years old as a race. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on in 1776, and A Dub wasn't the first one to feel like he was illuminated or start some shit he thought was illuminating. You know what I'm saying? That's not sweet. that ain't that ain't amazing. You know what I'm saying? To go out there and hide that information and all the bloodshed and hidden holocaust that they won't teach you in the school. They're not gonna teach you that in the schools. They're not gonna teach you that in these institutions. They're not gonna teach you, oh, you royal blood people, you royal bloodlines. You know what I'm saying? You a chief. How many of y'all people out there that you going on your spiritual journey and you know what's going on this earth and you don't even know if you a chief yet, my dude? We still learning what the fuck chiefdom is. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense, but it's like tribe up is an excuse. You know what I'm saying? It takes a village, right? And you shouldn't let distance be an excuse from you reaching out to your brethren, because that's what these platforms is for. It's not for just to sit there following like, following like, following like. Yeah, we gonna have entertainment. We like to have pleasure, but don't let pleasure be your master. I can't say I'm right about everything. I can't say I know all. I know what I know, and it's necessary to know that. What the fuck, bro? The fuck, bro? Um, people ask certain stuff. What the hell is this? Um, like you want to know, like how much do you know about the ancient Egyptian chakra system or ancient commission, right? Commission, kama action. You hear that? Kama action. Sounds like Martian. Ka Ma'achen, 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 Martian, 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 Ma'achen, 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 Ma'achen. Why you scratching for? Ma'achen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Come at commission naga. Tu Baruch Yahuwah. Um the eye of Haru, Haru, and even dealing with the Ankara of the Cruz Ansata, right? The Henupe, Hala Yahuwah. When you do anatomy, you study the body, right? A lot of people out there, they'll do sex magic, they'll do womb magic, they'll reverse the cancel. They'll release for manifestation, right? However, many people are doing it totally wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, where in that process are you, for one, reaching out to the Most High for guidance, first off? Two, I'm a biased from what I've learned on some things, has a very in tune relation and reality in her teachings, um or her guidings that lead straight to the Most High. Ma'at, if you haven't noticed, is a mabast, who they call Sehmet. So if you wonder why there's a lot of emasculated men, yeah, emasculated men who are become more effeminate and more masculine, feminine, is because there's a chemical imbalance. Kam e al, kami ekal, kami ekal. There's a chemical imbalance right there. It's a ruah imbalance. It's like if you take the tables and it's like, okay, a block of wood and a block of cement. How much wood you gonna need to stack on there to be on par and equilibrium and with the cement? You know what I'm saying? That's because they haven't mastered their own feminine essence. And you see that they haven't done that too, because either a lack of masculine presence in their life, father, mother, the order of the house. When you disrupt that order of the house, there's a ripple of why you should not do that. Okay, so in that Hala Yahuwah, um a lack of what you call it, yeah, um clairvoyance, that's it too. But being able to articulate one's emotion and so on and so forth, because like when you had generations of cut them off, when the generations of trauma of program thinking, of perversions and taking away the strength of the house, you know what I'm saying, by, okay, well, if you ain't got a man in the house, you must be on this child welfare and keep them on there so they don't want a man. Then women don't want to leave food stamps alone. They don't want to leave Section 8 alone. They are completely they're not even knowledgeable of their own land. They don't know how to till their land. They don't know how to go look for their medicines in the land. They don't know how to search for their food beyond flesh in the land. Technically, we ain't even supposed to be eating flesh. Genesis too. You know what I'm saying? Flesh eating flesh is a sign of barbarianism. It is a making of a zombie, a form of zombificant. You know what I'm saying? It is vampirism. It is energy vampirism and flesh vampirism or adrenochrome, spirit cooking, uh, blood magic. You know what I'm saying? Bone magic. Um, the Delectable Negro, for example. Check that book. The Key to Black Melanin Greatness. Thank you, y'all. The Key to Black Melanin Greatness. So the Baruch Mutu to Black Melanin Greatness. Baruch motherfucker. um. So there's a skibidi doo pop. Baruch Yahuwah. Skibidi doo pop. I do not want to go through that. I don't want to, Mom. Mom, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore, man. Why do I gotta do that? This is not in a bay. That is not what I. This is not what I was looking for. Get me the fuck up off this page, man. Okay. Yeah. Come on with it. 105 pages. You giggy? So, and I also say that because you have people among their own people eating their own people and shit like that. And people like, the zombies are gonna come. Contemplate 8888. Niggas is already doing that. What why are you on your phone all the time and you still don't see shit like that though? What are you looking at? Just saying. The la no, reverse and cancel. The delectable remove too. The delectable Negro. The delectable black. Like what the fuck? The delectable black. Melanin. Black Mata. Yeah. I heard that. Welcome to Shamrock. Out there in these streets, they call it, oh, thou shall not hurt. Thou shall not hurt. Welcome to Shamrock. All right, so I will go check both those books out, The Delectable Negro and The Key to Black Melanin Greatness. Because why would you not? What the fuck else are you doing with your life? I don't know. Only you can answer that question, Birdie. Um, you can also go download Codex Mexica. Because when you ever have questions about these Bibles and these books and stuff like that, you serving these false gods, false saviors, oppressors, you are putting yourself in bad positioning with the Most High. And these wicked motherfuckers, he ain't hearing it. I don't know, man. It's just some things where it's like, yo. So yeah, it's many things to look at that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's many things to look at and to observe with Medu nature. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shamanism. You know what I'm saying? Even sagas, shaman, Reiki, um, acupuncture comes to mind. Um, the mantras and mudras. Thank you. Yeah, that is why. Oh yeah. You can be doing a mental detox, a spirit, a ruach detox with 170, and it's like learning the equilibrium, the continuum of this, the solfeggio, no, the Fibonacci, no, yeah, the solfeggio Fibonacci. Um, it was just right there. Help me out if that's what you will. Schumann's resonance. You know what I'm saying? The continuum, which would be the Fibonacci, which helps direct and patterning with the solfeggio um, realities, right? Oh, thank you, yeah. We're rocking it, yeah. And that helps Baruch Yahuwah. Man, I felt that boy instantly. My eyes cleared up like, ding! Yes, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But still practicing. Use some shungite, man. That's what this shit is for. You can use it in your water. Go do your research. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta tell you everything. Go do your work. Go do your part. You know what I'm saying? People want to be blessed or be lessed. I don't want to be less. I want to be what you. I want to be what Yahuwah made me to design me to be. I don't want to be anything greater than. I don't want to be what I'm not. Is what I'm saying. Trying to seek to be something more than what you actually are is trying to seek to be blessed in that sense. You know what I'm saying? I know people are going through their growth periods where it's like, learning different languages, people like words or spells and blah blah blah. I get it. But as the Angles language, Angles lingum or Angles lingo of the Anglo-Saxons, Saxons, and on and on and on, which the original are melanated peoples. All right. So the Angles lingum, Angles lingo, Angles tongue that came from Tartar, Aryans of Tartar, Aryans of Tartar, Tartars, Tartars, Aryans, Aryans. And you go to the islands, Ka, Ra, life force, spirit, Ruah, Ra, light, Ab of the Father, I, Un, Ain, to get enlightenment. Hallelujah. That was dope, y'all. To get enlightenment, to get new Ra. You know what I'm saying? New light, new Ra. This is Medu nature. This is Medu nature. This is why I'm not doing that, Mubarak. This is the reason why I'm on another conversation at the same time. Just to let y'all know. So I don't seem like I look crazy or sound crazy, but should have said that earlier. But that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be speaking of new Ra. New Ra, yeah. I'm about to sit in the motherfucking sun. I'm gonna sit in the sun, baby, while I'm doing this video. 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 Because why not? Excuse me, little ant. I've come not to crush you. I've come to liberate you from being crushed. And we keep the Tao. Okay? We keep the Tahawa. Tahawa is a mark. Um, it's a mark to mark you as being people of covenant. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk religiosity, religious bullshit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You do as you do. But in all reality, how can you say that, oh, we're Yah's people and we're this and the third, but you ain't making an effort to keep the Shabbat? Some of y'all don't even know what the Shabbat is. You know what I'm saying? Still going off the Hanukkah, the Julian and Gregorian calendars, Kairos, uh, constructed perverted times, introvert, inverted wrongly though. Just how come? You know what I'm saying? How can one How can one expect the goodness of the Most High, a fluidity of wealth? You know what I'm saying? And let it be able to flow, and one don't even use the knowledge. One don't even utilize the knowledge or flow with the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to heal the daughter of Yahuwah's people. With just slightly. I don't want to do that. If I can help aid in healing his people, I want to help aid in healing his people. You know what I'm saying? So what you need to do is you need to go get you some shungite. You need to wrap it with copper. You need to study shungite and copper as much as you can. You need to get educated. Only Hakum. You know what I'm saying? You need to study what you can utilize these minerals with. This is melanin. This is black mata, negromata, negroma, negromata, negromanta, negromanta, negromantra, necromanta, necromantra, necromantra, necromancer, necromanta, mantra, mantra, negromudra, negromudra, negromantra, negroman, enhancer. Okay, black melanin, protons, neurons, electrons. That is 666. Six is a powerful number. You have how many days in a week, right? We don't want to have how many confusion in a week. How many day, not to be in a days. How many day? How long is the weekday? Or is the day strong or is it weak? You know what I'm saying? We can get into all of that. But it's like every day is a new Baruch Yahweh. Every day is a new day. Baruch Mumutu. Every day a new day. Okay? It is rebirth and preservation or slumber, right? Baruch Yahuwah. Um and what I mean by that is like the halal Yahweh, give it to me. Baruch Yahuwah. When you rest, it's going, as they say, dormant, right? And in going dormant, as they would say, sorry about the noise in the background. It is what it is. I'm outside. Oh, Yahweh. And Hakuna Mumutu. Hakuna Matata. You know what I'm saying? Hakuna Mumutu. Hakuna Ya. But anyway, I'm saying real shit, guys. I'm not just randomly saying words just to let you fucking know. This is for them brain zombies out there. You know what I'm saying? That be like, duh. Education is the best medication. I've been trying to say this shit for years. That I have anyway. What am I doing, y'all? Why am I doing it? You need to pay. Please intervene for us, Father. Yeah, I'm just trying to do my portion. So to behold. Hey, whoa, hello, yeah. It's not giving. It's literally like wow. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. You want to halal Yahweh. You want to halal Yah. Halal. Okay, kosher. Kosher. What up, though? Where the fuck you been at? Hey, are you coming back? Come back, bro, so we can spit. Come back, bro. Hey, I know where you live, bro. I know where you live. I will knock at your door. I've been fucking missing you, man. I'm not playing. If you don't come, you got an hour and a half. All right. I am that one. I'm not playing on that. Kum, yeah. So, hey, new pay. Ooh, man, it feels so good, bro. You want to rise, bro. You want to heal. This is the law. This is the law of the feathers, the law of the feathered covered people, the Kukulkan, Benai, Allahu Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the law, bro. This is the law of the mound builders, my dude. Yahuwah speaks from the mouth of Mu, his prophets. Lumaria, Sumaria. Come on, fucking stop playing with me, dog. Lumuria, Sumuria, Assyria, Ur, Ur, Uz. You Moabites, you motherfucking Salagi, Cherokee, Aniwi, Wayu, Kitua, Anigituwagia. Anigituwa. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, this is Inu. This is Huehue Telatelan. Okay? The protection in existence and balance and nourishing life, the secure breath of the Most High Yahweh for Hua and Adama. Hua Adama, Adama Hua. Okay? So this is the Tahua Adama for you Ivri. Okay? For Nubia. Okay? Sumuria, Tartaria, Atlantis, Tambrakan, Tamarandian, Maniji. What up, my nigga? Remember when people like, what up, nigga? You ever been around? You was around on that time? They like, what up, nigga? What up, nigga? Nietzsche. What up, nigga? Yeah, Naga. What up, nigga? What up, Naga? What up, nigga? Nigga, niggas, niggas. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. I got this from y'all. I love y'all. That's why, help me enforce for our favor. We want to honor Ab Yahuwah was gone. You know what I'm saying? As his people Arawa, right? As Benai Arawa of Yahweh Arawa. Um uh children of Ra, or the children of Yahweh Ra, or Gwe, or the sun. Okay, the sun, Nura. The sun has many names too. That is something. Is a reason why they have us with all these bywords and reclassifications, Baruch, of names and stuff like that too. Because it's like when you see who really started doing it to us, it wasn't albinos first. It was our own people. That's why it's like, how you gonna have shit enforcing the police protect us, y'all? Never sever. How can you have stuff like Black Lives Matters or Melanated Lives Matter, Black Matter matters, Melanin matters, but y'all got melanin at war with melanin? That don't make no sense. And then you want to blame your oppressors for it, and they have their portion in it, but some of your oppressors look just like you. What's up, man? And that is the person, the purpose of the yew tree and or the ayahuasca, because that is where you see the tree of life. Again, your spine going up to your central nervous system, which branches out like trees, and you see the protection of wisdom in the progress of life cycles and changing and purpose and rebirth. When the sun goes down, in our heritage, we say that some people would say it's like the phoenix symbolism, but it's like, what if it's like winter where it's just hibernating, being preserved. How you been, man? I've been missing you, yo.
Been in my egg.
I hear you,
Phoenix underworld.
man. Welcome to Atlantis.
Resurface.
Man,
The wisdom and reality grows to match the spirit.
man.
I appreciate your consistency in reaching out, brother.
Oh, no problem, man. I need people too, man.
I know.
Um,
That's why I tried to show for you. That's why I chose, I
appreciate
didn't want you to feel like it was just like, oh, this is all I got for you. It's like, this is my heart, reached out my first message. It's like a lot of what's going on is overwhelming. And it feels hard to be. It feels hard to be. Because
I feel you on that
I
one.
know how beautiful it is to let the connections flow free. I couldn't convey to you why I choose to resist it, but it's interesting. It's like it's like culture has resiliency, and like when the culture comes inside, it's like sun sets. It's like no, we don't want to rise. We want to stay set.
I
It's
want to
cold.
stay stuck today.
It's
Nothing.
cold out.
I want to lay down. I don't want to get up right
So
now.
it's like open your imagination.
No,
But
it's
yeah,
all good though.
coming out of the shell.
Yeah,
It's like a new rebirth, Genesis.
I feel you on that though, cause I've gone through some of that too, and I know that everybody. I'm learning more that everybody has that process. And it's actually in line with what I've been talking about for like the last hour and a half, which fucking flew by. But um, because a lot of people everywhere are going through shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people losing people. There's a lot of people just like their bodies is not functioning right. Their minds is on a whole nother level. And people are searching for those who are, looking for answers. I got a sister, Ariel, in Bro Saves in the UK, like I told you about before. Her dad just, went on the other side from cancer, and then she's going through some stuff right now, which led me to make this video because it's like having the knowledge to be able to help people. The UK doesn't have as much resources as over here on certain things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's at the point where it's like I know I can aid and help saving people's lives on that type of level, Ruth Yahuwah. And I've been around so many other people, even my mom, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like she's on her second mild stroke. She just had a surgery the other week, where they put a heart pacer on her and shit like that. But dealing with that mind and then not letting those traumas out. We've gotten too addicted to being addicted to trouble and trauma and complacency and comfortable with living in it, and we do ourselves great disservice and harm like that. And I've been one of the people, one of the biggest, I ain't say biggest, but I've done that a lot. Maybe more than most people that I've met, in my own opinion. And I've been in this season where it's like, yeah, no more of that shit. Anything that's going to cause unnecessary trouble and trauma, that shit got to go.
I think it also comes from like being able to witness like what the purpose of being here is.
Mm.
Like on like having a certain lensing. It's like seeing a vision that you always see.
It's where you can go ahead and speak.
It makes it a big difference when we see the value of life and choosing to make that a priority, like for the glory of the highest, like lifting it up. It's always better and better. It's my favorite, and it's purposeful because we listen. And I feel like there's also surrender in that nature of even those times when I feel like I'm not showing up in my fullness. There's like lessons in that, like that is still the fullness. But it's like, is that the truth? The truth is like, I'll be out here flying around on like a sword, like shoo, grabbing clouds and lasso, shoo. Like when I feel my energy is high, like the trees are always dancing, man. Like I literally see them moving. Like, it's like life is groovy, movie.
That's where it's like crazy to me because our culture is so heavy on dance, and it's like that's why I really want to get deep into the song and dance because I love fucking dance. I love
Mm,
fucking because when you're focused on that. do you really sit back and focus like how much troubles you might have been in to start with, and then as much as you dance and go for hours, and you start to think like, how much negative stuff was I actually thinking about while I was doing it? Like,
Especially when like we're able to separate like inebriation and like downward spiral substance.
I don't know if you want to be seen, so
It's cool. I can come sit over on that side too. Aloha family. There's one tree. It speaks true. I'm
introduce yourself.
Kaimana. Glory to be. Just buzzing, man. The whole hive. Inside and out. It's like, look at us B and B.
Half the THC gummy earlier, but I need I'm looking for some more work because I gotta I need I got a lot of shit to do. I see. Anybody want to ask about synchronicities? You
You want to
see
watch
me.
lightning strike? My favorite one is I was talking about shooting stars and I pointed and there was a shooting star right where I pointed. I was like, and it was my other friend. He's self-proclaimed wizard, but like we're all magic. And he's just like, dude, I'm never forget what, like, never gonna forget that. That's fun. Mirror me, yeah, we see clearly. Mm,
But that's also partially, that I've been learning, like adoring ourselves.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Self care, self love. One of our things that we have is dissolving fear based trauma programming and dealing with shadow children.
yeah,
And the shadow children is pretty much just dealing with um dissolving that trauma, facing those traumas, those fears, the anger, the parts of us we like and don't like, and then dealing with, well, that's what somebody else thought about me, their
yeah,
perception, and the trauma that they're dealing with. Even though for me at times it's still been long, and I was like, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You're being a dick when you want to be a dick. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Stop making excuses for that shit. And at times I still didn't go back into that thought where it's like, okay, yeah, there's trauma, but learning that balance of, hey, like you're using this as a game now
yeah.
versus
It's like how we get addicted to cortisol. Where it's like when you're in a stress state, it's like you feel like that's where you want to be at when you're in there for long enough. And that's also what I was pointing at when I was like, we start to tell ourselves like, oh, I could have shown up better here and there. Or like I'm not in my fullest when I'm not in this place. And it's like we're always the fullest. Like it's always complete in the presence, is willing to accept it and lean into it and face what we've been told. It like dissolves that resistance. It like breaks that cycle of, man, like I'm not enough or I'm not doing it right. When we can get away from that mentality and like adore ourselves, like we're creation, like witnessing creator. Like it's magic, it's a miracle. Every moment, every breath, every perception. Like even the lowest I've been is still a miracle to be able to receive that blessing. And I think what hurts me is it's like, I got taught like I'm capable of anything. I got taught like my presence like can be made into something beautiful by the culture. And it's like I want to teach my children that their presence is beautiful. Just ooh. And then we build from like a solid foundation. So I feel a lot of the spiritual practices is a lot of wisdom, but it doesn't. I know in my experience being raised Christian, it didn't give me a solid foundation for like spiritual growth.
being properly applied. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, you got beautiful perceptions. Your music is beautiful. Like the vibrations that come out of that building are beautiful. The community, like the work that's being done. There's a story we sent like missionaries, our church to Africa. Yeah, right at that. Boom. Oh, so juicy. Look at that peach.
Yeah.
we,
Starlight,
yeah,
crystal light.
and they were surrounded by, you know, it was 12. 12 men and women that were surrounded by people in the village that wanted to do them harm and didn't want them there. It was like over 50 people. And congregation gathered and prayed, and like the people that came wound up leaving because they said when we came there were like angels of light surrounding the house that they were in, and the number of angels of light that they saw were the exact number of people in the congregation that came here. I'm okay, thank you. You should enjoy that. And I try and keep it organic as much as I can. I'm pretty, I feel pretty strict. There's something going on with like the new nanotech with inflammation. Man, that stuff is
Actually menacing them.
like that's like like pushing right out.
I was feeling like the only reason I haven't drank it yet is because it's got banana in it, and not because it's banana, but because I was fucking around and finding out information like I do my detective self, and I came across this video that showed the bananas that be in the stores, how the peels are like casings, and they have this like needle injection thing that they shoot what we think is the banana into the casing, and they freeze it, and it will like age like a so-called regular banana, but it's not. It should not come from trees, and that's why I have not drank it
I
because
don't
I've been like,
I don't eat bananas, man.
I mean, they went
Me
back
and my friends stick the banana in the tailpipe. This ain't want nothing to do with that. Ooh, they can shove it out their own. Yeah.
yeah, and it's crazy. Like, how the hell do you go from bananas to plantains, or plantain to banana? But that's a different transition.
I mean, banana is one of my favorite plants. Herbaceous, grows so free. Some of the best fertilizer for, well, not the ones I buy in the store, but I'm talking about the banana, man. Like, you, have you ever sliced a banana plant with a machete?
No,
It's one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life, dude. Like, you just clean cut it in one slice, and it's like, you can you can hollow it out, and like it'll keep filling up water for 3 days, and you can drink that water. So it'll filter your water for you, and like, oh, there's a lot of banana plants that are really good, and I agree. It's when you start pulling the seeds out of the plant, something precious got lost.
yeah, that's it. Ain't even this. I started wondering like, what the fuck do you feed them besides us?
You
What
got
the fuck?
something else in there that's
What
going.
else are you
Hmm.
trying to feed no goddamn nutrients?
Like you seen the pictures of what lives inside. Their faces ain't look gorgeous. I'll tell you that much.
Their faces is like,
Some demonic shit. Yeah.
why the fuck are you? You got that confused. Why the fuck are you? You mean what? No, I mean what?
Why? And it's like, well,
We know that shit is not
stagnant
good.
territory winds up creating a portal for stuff that does exist, and it's like keep it moving.
Parasitic earthworm gym ass hijacking fucking symbiotic weirdos.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, keep your wormwood and your clove close. Get some oregano inside of you. Soon.
What was we talking about earlier in the video?
Yeah. Soon. Herbs are keys to higher levels of consciousness. You don't even got to work that hard. Just use the allies that we have. Boom.
And stop neglecting the real work and spending every day on the 9 to 5. If you're gonna utilize it to have a goal in mind, and then
Man, it's my first day at my 9 to 5. I just started at Goodwill.
what?
I'm so on the fence about it, but like It's like you said, where there's a lot of things to show up for.
I mean,
I
doing it as a hustle is one thing. Other than just like I've been at this job for 10 years.
oh, it's weird the the vibrations of the people that just work.
I just
Like,
pulled over here.
yeah, it's close
That
enough.
motherfucker been weird.
Oh yeah, it's so weird. But I mean, Goodwill in general is like second chance stuff. So there's a lot, but it winds up being a is income. So it's something coming in, and that's necessary. It's just when you feel your like the spiritual abundance, like work. I don't think it's so rare for work for somebody else to reflect the abundance that's flowing from within.
You shouldn't make yourself a slave to it.
Yeah,
Because I
exactly.
myself am feeling I have visions because I need work. Because dreams don't build themselves. Visions don't do that by themselves. And I've been in the earth long enough to be like, I do like to hustle. I just don't like having to go through the process of if you missing certain stuff. And shit's annoying, especially knowing as much as you learn. It's like, this is why I got away from that shit. And now I'm like feeling like I'd be forced to go back to that shit. But if it's necessary, it's necessary.
In some ways, it feels like I've been living in a dream where it's like I don't want to work for somebody else ever again. And then going to this job, it feels like an illusion. Like you can see, or I guess I can see like inside of people. Like I can feel like who people can be. Like I can see their beauty regardless of like what's on the surface. And to watch the proclamations that like employees make, like once they're serf, like once it's subservient and it's like now it's my boss, and it's like all right, man, like you got so much, like you are the breath of life, you are creation itself, and we surrender this with our spelling, and like maybe not at the deepest of levels because then I don't think I would see it.
I heard somebody. See, would it make sense? I want to know if I'm crazy. I know I'm not, but I have to do a reality check for me at times because for years, as I started learning, as my elders would say, learn money, learn you know, learn about that and learn revolutionize your thinking. And I started seeing you study entrepreneurship. Um, for example, when I was young, or um, excuse me, we set up tables and we sell stuff
Yeah,
like a garage sale, stuff like that, yard sale. And I sit back and I look at as many people as I've come across, I've learned about, grown from, learned things from, and I'm like, when I tested it with Ariel, with Saves, Blues, Russian Blue, J7s, pitching. I've been talking to other brother Kai, um, among other people that I have within community, so on and so forth over the years. It's like we don't have to work a 9 to 5, but when we're so distracted with everything else that we're distracted by, all you have to do is bring your gifts and abilities. We're doing a whole fucking live blog podcast at a fucking moment, which is a manifestation of one of my desires. I know it's a manifestation of what we've been talking about for you too. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I was thinking about you the other day. I was about to call literally yesterday. You pop up today. Like,
I've seen you a few times, and I've been moving every time. One time I saw you up creek. I think you were getting your training in. I was like, man, I want to spar with him. Like, I just want to like let that iron sharpen iron. And like the day you reached out that you were here in Lions Park, I was at a cipher in Boulder. I was at the Boulders Farmers Market, and we were like, I was with two other brothers, and we were at a cipher. And it's just like
man.
I'm not trying
I'm trying.
to.
I'm a fucking phone call away.
Yeah, I know.
But that's one thing that we.
But that's what it went back to us. I wasn't. It's like cold as ice sometimes inside. It's like wintertime. Like even though that's what's happening, like that's happening. It felt like almost to me as much as for me, but not like by me. Where it's like My partner's like, all right, we're going to the farmer's market, and I want to show for her and her son. So it's like that's why I have the capacity for it, and then that's where I find myself. And it's like, okay, like thing is, it's like stepping through a threshold. Perception shifts. You get stressed open, like everything is like a different color, and now it's like all right, like not, yeah, like what? Everyone's locked up. Like what? This is crazy. Like what? Like this prison shit? Like yeah, right. Yo, I know it ain't. Like I seen through this veil. Like I tear this shit open with my pinky. Yeah, open. Says of me. Says of you. This is done business. That's all we needed to do is believe in the truth.
That's what we had been doing when we first started out. I was just talking to Ariel again today. She's been going through some stuff, the C word. She recently lost her dad to that as well.
And she's experiencing it too in her vessel.
But I know a lot of it is just radiation.
Yeah.
She has to use the a lot for working can affect her eyes. But I told her she got to go on a parasite cleanse. That's what cancer is dealing with parasites. And you got to target them boys. We have a system where it's dissolving fear-based trauma, but also we have an apothecarial system that I have been practicing with my children since 2017,
Yeah.
and it's only get enhanced and stuff like that. The more I submitted to it, when I got that word from Most High, it's like work from home. You know what I'm saying? Teach your children their heritage, and I began to do that. I began to see the value in it and how much would come because it taught consistency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Waking up to him every day, and I realized it was his desire to take the desire to want to be subservient versus being a master of yourself. You know what I'm saying? If one, you won't be ruled if you rule yourself. That's what I was told.
That's truth.
If you know how to rule yourself, you don't have to worry about somebody else ruling you. You know
It
what I'm saying?
also changes what I find beauty in too. Like these cottonwood trees, that's like ascended
Snowing in June.
master right there. Snowing in June. And what's that snow? That's the dreams, baby, ready to take seed anywhere it's fertile.
My birthday is on the 14th,
Oh, cool. Happy birthday coming in.
so if you're available, I'm probably just gonna have a super soul.
Got the ocean at the bottom of the jar.
I thought it was the apple because I don't taste no sweetness from the apple right in that one bite. That
What's my favorite snacks?
is
What are you doing?
oats, olive oil, maple syrup, coconut oil, vanilla extract, rosemary extract, salt,
Can I see?
granola butter.
Granola butter.
I've had this jar for like almost 3 months.
Okay. Thank Rosemary.
Thank God.
Thank they are for both those things.
Man, I need to get my hands on some fresh rosemary again. I will at some point. That's just once I got some last time. They Tosh had it. Her birthday was yesterday, or today, the second. Yeah, today. But yeah, man, she got some fresh rosemary. We went down to the Action Center. They had some fresh ones at that time. I saved some. I put some. I made some tincture with that junk. I saved some for one of my drinks that I was doing, and I love smoothies. So I do
Hmm.
me some cucumber, some apple, whatever fruits and stuff like that, with proper juices and stuff. Man, put some cinnamon in there, some garlic, some manuka honey.
Rosemary, I think, is one of the most beneficial herbs to bring into life. bring into these vessels. It's been shown like my research on herbalists like in the 60s and 70s, they were doing so much like anti-cancer and like dementia, Alzheimer's research. Just squash them like bugs. She's a good one. Miss Mary Rose. Yeah, I don't think there's much outside of outside of belief. I think like we bring the plants into our body and they help align our energy. It's like more and more clear. It's just energetics here. That's even where the technology's going. You know.
But I think that's also the difference between wisdom and Yah wisdom and our foolishness. Because big pharma, big pharma, Dua. That's why I got not the pharma, not like that, but even drinking out of a copper vessel, I had to dealing with my body, having to go. You have to get to the copper bottle. The first one got stolen.
Oh, that's cool. You got gifted that. I got gifted a copper. That's where my copper vessel came from too.
This was the second one. I did the two from the same place.
Yeah.
And at first, I asked them for both of them. And I was like, no, this one. I had that one for a while when it got stolen at this park with one of my pieces of shungite in it. Um, I went back there. I was hoping that they had it. They had it. So it was like, oh yeah. So
I
yeah,
mean,
both got both.
there's like $40 worth of copper in those bottles. Like $30, $40 worth of copper in those bottles. One of my partners got me one for a gift, and it was like,
Mm.
okay. Like as much as I've wanted one of these for years, like a decade, just like steel, the integrity of steel, it holds up so well, you know, like surfing a wave all the time. Like if I get a copper bottle, and then it happened, like I got it, and you got to be gentle with them because it's so malleable, like the threading, and it leaks, and it's like, you know, it, it's a precious thing, you know. You got to be gentle with it. It's like a little baby.
It is though.
Yeah, but it keeps you right.
I messed around and put one of them energy powder patches in there first time. That was I learned don't do that with that because that shit
Oh, it's
everything I drank
reactive metal.
it came all the way back up. And then it happened again last week where I drank that and I had something in there and then my body was like, yeah, nah. Like fuck that shit. That is not supposed to be there like that. That's not come out street.
Yeah, it feels one of my highest callings is blessing the water for the family. Like having, like developing and implementing the technologies for people that really help them like program their body in a way that lifts them up. Like if you talk to the water before you drink it, it's like talking directly to your heart. It's like, hey, this is going inside of me. This becomes a part of my ocean.
You
You
must
know?
live in water.
Yeah. And it's like blessed with the rising sun. You know, is born again. It's brand new water. And
Elementally disciplined.
liquid crystalline. Here we go, shining the light within like the constellation we are. Mm. Everyone, a whole universe, and also a single star. But between like vortexing, magnetics, getting the mineralization locked in, like there's so much room to bless it up before you drink it in. It's kind of like the food. Like I feel like if I could get my roots in in place and have like fermentation. It's like stomachs outside of stomachs. It's like rumination. You like take it from one chamber and you put it in the next clay pot. You got little bubblers on top. Like
That's natural, right?
yeah, this one's the ocean. You gonna get salty first, boy. All right, now we're gonna take this cabbage,
You gonna get some seasoning
and then we're gonna put it in that spicy fresh water. We're gonna take this kimchi here, slide it into that taco there.
I love kimchi.
Yeah, I love kimchi so much. Like, if it's not water, it's like medicinal fermentations. Like, oh, it brings out so much of the medicine. Like, it doesn't need to be tincture. It doesn't need the spirits. You can let time unveil it.
And that's why all these thoughts were shots that reverberated and sent me back to like the job thing. Because once I realized with that little group, which was massive in intelligence, I'm sitting there seeing people, okay, you got researchers, detectives, you know what I'm saying, everybody in their own right. You got people who got experience with other different stuff. And it's like, what happens if we spent that much time in a day that we do on a 9 to 5 doing the same shit
Like, full
together?
focus.
Yeah,
Boom, boom.
doing the same shit together.
You would have no need to be working a 9 to 5.
That's how I finished 35 mixtapes and 3 albums. Out of everybody that I've ever known that does music, I have yet to meet one that has been able to make that time, redeem the time to sit there and do that. Because the enhancement, not just with the water, not just with the herbs and stuff, but the mental enhancements and the creativity of the Most High flowing through
Yeah.
and being able to do that shit is like you gotta imagine how much healing you're going to, you know what I'm saying, like embody or it embodies and you embody. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was saying I think everything's energetic. Like, it's like the lotus in the dumpster. Like, you don't like you don't need to be in the prince's garden to be able to bloom with the most high. It's like the streets are paved with gold no matter where you go. It's all energetic. Like when you shift dimensions,
That's why I
like
gotta
we
be the forest.
yeah, when you cut through the veil, it winds up being like everything becomes beautiful. Like everything becomes miraculous because it always has been and it always will be. Like it's immutable. It's literally the basis of creation.
Right.
And when we come into alignment with that, infinite is the only reality. Like it's not like we're dreamers anymore. We're living the dream. Like we become creator.
So stop hating on motherfuckers that doing this shit
Well,
and thinking like they're bums. People just don't know. Years ago, three, not even three, let's say 2 year and a half or so ago, I was dreaming about coming to the mountains. Lo and behold, it manifested after about 3 years. I'm living my dream.
nah, I
You know what
flooded
I'm saying?
my house.
Did you try to do that shit?
Whoops.
Pay for it.
On the ocean, man. I was renting.
On the ocean.
I was renting. Like it's high and dry up here.
Y'all niggas need some fluidity around this
Uh
motherfucker.
huh.
That's your problem.
I was laughing. I was down the ocean, and it was like I was walking around. I was like, man, these just feeling like the alignments of like the people that live here. Like they're not like yeah, it's ordained. Like they live here. This is their space. But like you feel like the Hawaiians, like you plant tea leaves like on the corners, like you create a wall, like you get rooted. Like this is my space. Like there's an energetic boundary, and like you claim stewardship. You know. Anyway, the birds fly.
The birds fly. Same, same.
I'll reach out soon. I'll give you a call.
For
We
sure,
gotta
yo.
get something together. You said your birthday was the 14th?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this piece, man.
Me too.
It's gonna
It
turn.
was peace.
Hey, yo. So, I got lime juice all over my fingers and shit. Appreciate you, man. Uh, so, I hope, Taluya, thank you, yeah. I hope this was a good session. Well, I know it was a good session, but I hope y'all enjoyed this session. Ruya hua. Um, no, let me know. Um, well, I hope y'all enjoyed that section. This applying, applying the knowledge, applying. Mm, my Ruya hua. So I'm gonna end that because my taste buds is actually on another planet right now. Stay, stay, stay puffing, my niggas. Flat out, get grounded, get melanated. Baruch Yahuwah Allah Yahweh.